So welcome to the Ginger Carpman's YouTube channel. Now you're probably thinking, that's not the Ginger Carpman. No, it's Ben from Parker Baits, and welcome back to another video.
Good morning and welcome me, the Ginger Carpman, to episode 11, my December sessions. And we're down here at Clump Hill again today in Dorset, and left my house about 6:30 this morning. Had to scrape all the ice off the car, so very cold start. And you can see on the bank as well, ice still everywhere. So I'm all wrapped up like Michelin Man today. So I don't know what today's going to bring. It's very still here. The sun's just coming up, as you can see behind. So we'll just have to wait and see. But obviously with this kind of weather, the water's very cold, and I think the carp are going to be laying very dormant. But you know, we've got a chance of the odd fish or two. I'm fishing again today with Andy, so between the two of us, hopefully we can get a fish on the vlog for you. Bit of content. But I'll be in touch soon. I'm just going to have my coffee, and I'll speak to you all in a bit. Well, on the left hand rod this morning, 2 bits of fake corn. On the middle rod today, going to be one of my very faithful OG fish wafters. Right hand rod today is going to be another faithful OG fish wafter. Well, it's 8:30 guys, and all 3 rods are in, so I thought I'd just have a quick wander down the bank to show you. So, but yeah, my left rod is in my normal spot down in this corner. I've got a bit closer into the bank today, so yeah, so where Lily is, down in that corner there, is my left hand rod, and that's got a couple of bits of sweet corn, plastic sweet corn. Middle rod, those lilies out on there, just a solid bag, just cast out. You can see the bit of flat spot just kicking up whereabouts the bait is, just off of the lilies. And I'll just wander back up with you. The right hand rod is over on that lily in that bay. You can see like a bay on the island. So I've just got a bag on that as well, just a solid bag. So I'll show you up the bank now. So I've got the brolly up just in case of any wet weather today. And I say Andy's fishing next to me. So yeah, we just have a wander up there and just have a look where Andy's rods are. But yeah, it's very cold. So still, I just had a look on the temperature, it's still -1 at the moment. So yeah, it's very, very cold at the moment. But, so yeah, so Andy's rods, he's got one out on those lilies just down there. He's got another rod down to the lilies over in that channel just off the island, and he's got his left hand rod, you can see, just off the end of this island where the bush is there. So yeah, so hopefully between the two of us we can get a fish today for you, and I'll catch up with you all in a bit.
video.
Quarter to 10, -1, and we still had a fish. They're well pleased with that. I mean, it's nothing massive. I'd give it £8 if that. But you know what? It's just nice to get a fish on the bank. Boy, is this fish cold. Other side for you, as I say. Be lucky if you get £8 out of it, but I'm not bothered. But yeah, nice mirror today. Would go down very well. So let's get it back in. Get that rod back out. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Common. Away you go.
Literally, I think it is the smallest fish tonight.
That's a mirror. Oh.
Weird.
Right, that's a good result. Just before midday. Andy's just had a fish. Nice little mirror, about £7. So,
That, I reckon.
yeah, but it's,
To it.
you can't describe how cold it is. So how's that, Andy? Is it nice and cold on your hands?
Yeah, it's
Warming
like
you
an
up?
ice cube, right? Yeah,
So-
let's look at the other side. God, blimey.
So yeah, it's a good old result today in this weather. Both had a fish each, so nothing wrong with that. So we'll get it back and hopefully get another one this afternoon. Well done, Mr. Mirror. Need to put a few pounds on for next time we catch you.
Gone.
Oh, he's in a
Wasn't
rush.
about to say bye, was it?
Yeah. Good afternoon in your midday update, and yeah, I'm quite happy how it's gone so far this morning. So I don't think it's gone much above 0 degrees, and now there's a bit of breeze on the water. It's making it the chill factor very cold. But no, I'm quite happy because I've had the fish this morning, the common about £8, and Andy had that lovely little mirror around £7. So yeah, so we both had a fish each, and so I honestly wasn't expecting to catch today. It's so cold. I was just expecting the fish to be laying dormant on the bottom. So yeah, quite happy with how it's gone so far. So, and hopefully now, because the sort of bite time here is from 12 till 3, a really good bite time. So we may be able to get another fish on the bank between me and Andy. So if so, I'll update you and I'll speak to you in a bit. Guess what I'm using out in the middle of the lake?
Feels heavier. Well, that's a weird one, isn't it? Surprisingly nice.
Yeah, I know. Considering we had about 5 minutes before we start packing up. And
This was the rod that's been reeled in as well. It's a shark.
Andy, that's a good fish. From quick look, that looks like that big mirror I had, that 22.
It's going around on a tight line at the moment. I'm shivering. What am I doing here?
Yeah, look.
Mental.
Certainly worth it if that's the fish I think it is. Yes, well done, Andy.
Nice one.
That's definitely that mirror. Oh, that's definitely Shamu.
Hey.
That's definitely Shamu. What are you guesstimating, Andy?
21.
I'm going to go 23. 21.6. Yeah, what a result, Andy. What bait was that on?
Premium carp fishing.
Oh.
On there. Sweet
Yeah,
amino.
great result. Beautiful fish. Scale markings on him. A little bit of propolis on where you went in, so always good practice. I always do the same. Always good carp care, most important. Well, what a result. Just on last knockings, we were just talking about packing up, and that absolutely beautiful mirror. Say I named it Shamu when I caught it. I got permission from the bailiff to name it, and I named it Shamu. Thank you very much, Mr. Mirror. You made our day. Well, that's it. The cars are all packed up. Myself and Andy on our way home now. But yeah, what a day. Yeah, it was bitter cold and we've not got above zero all day, but well worth it to see that fish come in. £21.6, so what a result. So yeah, well done, Andy. It's just a fantastic end to the day. So yeah, so hopefully we'll be here now another day next week. Don't know whether Andy will be able to make it because he's obviously very busy with work. But yeah, so hopefully see you in the next week and for another December session. Ginger Carpman signing out. Welcome back, guys, with me, the Ginger Carpman, to part 2 of my December sessions. And I'm very happy to say that just check the temperature and it's reckon it could get up to about 7-8 degrees today, so a bit warmer than my last session where we didn't get above freezing. So we've just got to get the car packed up. It's 6:15 in the morning right now, so let's get the car packed, get on the road, and I will see you at the lake. 8:15 and all 3 rods are out. So today, if I just quickly show you, so I've got 1 rod down in these lilies, my right hand rod, my middle rod is down the channel on those lilies down there, and the left hand rod is right down on those lilies over there. So obviously I've got to sit on the rods again today. If they do go, and I've got to hit it fast. So brolly's up and everything. So yeah, we're all settled in, and just fingers crossed we can get a nice fish for you today. So I'll be in touch as the day goes on, and catch up with you soon, guys. You can see the fish is clearly still on. Just hoping it's going to swim out. Well, that was definitely a case of patience then. So as you just saw, I had the bite, and I was just talking to Donna, the owner, and unfortunately 3 or 4 bleeps and it got himself into them lilies. So I just put the rod down and just left it, and you could see on the end of the rod it kept pulling. Yeah, and eventually it swam through, come to the edge. Yeah, it swam into open water. So 15 £7 common. Yeah, well happy with that. Yeah, he's nice old fish, but that was definitely a case of patience rather than just, you know, just pull and just put the rod down and just wait. But yeah, what a lovely old fish. Up the side for you. Yeah, 15 £7, so quite happy with that. Can't quite match Andy's £21 mirror, but yeah, quite happy with that for the first fish of the day. Thank you very much, Mr. Common. Very much appreciated. And that's what caused the damage today. Yellow OG fruit and nut magic bean. So yeah, one of the pesky commons. Thought we got rid of them for this winter, but obviously not. So, but yeah, so get him straight back. But yeah, so that's obviously what the other bite was. Yeah, so that bag's just been out there 5 minutes. Exactly the same bite again. So yeah, we're getting back. Thank you very much, Mr. Little Common. In you go. Well, good afternoon and your midday update. Yeah, been okay this morning. Had that common 15.7. It's around 20 to 10. And then yeah, as you saw, I had that take on the middle rod come right up, bobbing come right up, 3 or 4 bleeps, struck into it and nothing there, which was odd. So I got straight back out, and yeah, within 5 minutes it was one of the pesky little commons. So yeah, so I was just saying that we've hopefully got rid of them now with the winter being here, but clearly not. So they're still hanging on. So, but yeah, the wind's got up a little bit, so blowing straight into me. So whether it's bringing the fish in, I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's definitely got a bit blowier. But yeah, apart from that, it's fairly quiet. There's not a lot of fish showing. I think I've seen 1 fish jump out, and that's all I've seen. So fingers crossed now, because as you know, as I say, 12 till 3 is the bite time here, prime bite time. So hopefully we can pick something up for you this afternoon. So yeah, I'll be in touch if anything else happens, and I'll speak to you all soon. $25 to 1, and as you saw, the left hand rod just ripped off, and not a good one, I'm afraid. Another pesky common. Sure sign the weather's better today. I suppose I'd rather have this than nothing at all, but yeah, I'd rather get them big old mirrors. So yeah, let's get him back and hopefully get one of those old mirrors this afternoon. Thank you very much, Mr. Common. Much appreciated. Oh, I had a couple of messages past couple of weeks from viewers just asking about rods and reels, line, what I use. So I thought I'd just give you a quick run through just what I'm using. So if I'm going to just spin you around a minute. So the rods are the Sonics, and they're 3 pound test curve 12 foots. I have got 3 10-foot rods, but I prefer to use the 12 foot rods. The reels I use are the Shimano bait runners ST 10,000. I know that, you know, there's people like to use bait runners, some don't. I like using them personally. Line I've got on them is the Witchwood Deep Purple UV line. Absolutely brilliant line. If I can just show you out, so from my rod top you can see the line. The minute it enters the water, it just, you cannot see a thing. So you can see obviously the line as it's going out, but the second it enters the water you cannot see the line in the water. Yeah, so I'll put a photo up of the line I use, but highly recommend the line I use. So I've got Avid rod pod. Yeah, I know there's lots on the market. I quite like the Avid one. Bite alarms, I got the Sonic SKS. I am looking to sort of change over in the next few months, probably to gizmos, but I do like the Sonic bite alarms. Yeah, I just with the receivers and so yeah, that's my setup. Well, 1 o'clock, and what a beauty. 19 pounds 3 ounce. Look at that for a fish. That's what I say, when you can get through these little commons, there's some damn nice fish in here. Just shy of the 20 pound mark, unfortunately. 19 pound 3, but what a beauty. And the weird thing is, just as I had him in here, middle rod's just had 3 or 4 bleeps, struck in. There's a fish on, but it's in the lilies, so I've just left it on the rod rest where we get him sorted, because he is a beauty. And I've not had this one before, I don't think. And the other side, yeah, what a beauty. Good belly on him as well. He should put on a few pounds. I just want to get a couple of snaps, keep it for my records, but well happy with this. What a day. Well pleased with you, Mr. Mirror. Thank you very much. 19 pound 3 ounce mirror. Yes, I just got him in the net, the mirror, and the middle rod went, struck into it, and it just got into the lilies, so I just left it down on the rod rest, and just as I put the mirror back, just as I got that mirror back, then the reel started churning away, and yeah, he'd come out the lilies. I'm going to get him back because he needs to go back. He's not happy about being out, so, but yeah, what a day. My goodness, it's a shame that right hand rod, I've had nothing on that, but let's get him back first. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Common. I didn't think I'd see you though. Well, what a crazy afternoon, or crazy day really. That's 5 fish I've had today, and that's a 15, a 17 and a 19. I mean, that mirror, wow, that was a good old mirror. And yeah, and then so just as I got him in, middle rod went, and that was the 17 common, very, very long common. So yeah, so definitely the better fish are coming through now. So I just want to start getting some 20s now, and say if they're that 30, if he is in here, then that's who I want. But yeah, let's start hitting some 20s, start getting them out. But yeah, what a fantastic afternoon. Well chuffed with how it's gone, and there's still time for another one. So yeah, and if it happens, then I'll update you. So catch you all in a bit. Wow, what a day. So it's not the biggest fish, lovely little mirrors. You know, mirrors are my favourite, and look at him. I mean, yeah, probably about £8. £8–9. That don't matter. That's the 6th fish I've had today. And the other side, I won't be too long because it's getting a bit grumpy, as you can tell. Yeah, so just got a bit of a sore on his side there by my right hand, so I'll put a bit of propolis on that. Thank you, Mr. Mirror. And go back and put some weight on. Pesky little common number 7, get him back quick because I've got another one on the middle rod. Well, that was absolutely balmy. I just caught that small little common and got him in the unhooking mat, and I thought I'll just put the single hook bait back out on its own, and I cast it and I actually cast it spot on, and within a minute it went. I couldn't believe it when I heard it go. And this common, and this was the common that took it. So fish number 8 for today. Incredible, what a day. So yeah, I probably saw it. I don't know if it's on camera or not, but I just cast it out on its own, and I thought, well, I'll just leave a single hook bait out there. It couldn't have been out there less than a minute. So yeah, let's get this one back, but that's fish number 8 for today. My God, I've never had a winter's day like this. So yeah, let's get him back then, and there's always a chance of one on that left rod before we pack up. Thank you very much, Mr. Common. But you're swimming the wrong way. You've got to go the other way. That's towards the bank. That's it. You've got it. Well, all packed up, ready to get in the car, but oh my God, what a day. Finished up with 8 carp, and as you saw, 19 mirror, 17 common and a 15 common. Unbelievable day. I mean, that last fish, I mean, I had the 7th, and as I said, I just cast the rod straight back out with the single bait on, and within a minute it went again. So yeah, it's just an incredible day. You don't get many winter's days like this, so yeah, enjoy them while you can, because next time I come I'll probably blank. But no, that's been a day that I will definitely remember here. So, but yeah, so all packed up now in the car, get yourself home, cleaned up, and have some dinner. And I will catch up with you all soon. So Ginger Carpman signing out. Good morning and welcome me, the Ginger Carpman, for part 3 of my December sessions. Yeah, I got down here nice and early again, about 7 o'clock this morning, but it's only just gets light now, so by the time you've got everything sort of down to on the bank and your bits and bobs, and yeah, it's difficult to set up in that light. So, but yeah, so I'm all set up. 3 rods are out now, and again today I don't know what today will bring. It's a little bit milder. It's just had a look and it's 8 degrees, so should be okay. I've got a couple of other people fishing on the bank opposite me, so we'll just wait and see what today brings. With regard to rods, if I just sort of show you, normal patch on my left there, I've given it a rest today, which I normally go down in this corner, so I'd give that rest because it's not sort of produced the last couple of sessions. So my right hand rod today is down the channel, on them lilies there. So that's been doing all right lately. Middle rod is out on the lilies on that bank over there, and left hand rod is right down in the corner. I'm giving that another go again today, so hopefully that'll produce a fish. I'm due one from there. So I used to get them quite regular from down in there, but it's just gone very, very quiet with regards to the fish down in there. So yeah, so I'll update you in a bit. Probably going to be the last time I'll fish this year. So I've got quite a bit going on next week. But obviously this video will be coming out in a few days, and I got my Christmas special coming out the following weekend, so around December 23rd. So yeah, so keep an eye out for the old Christmas special, because that's going to be well worth watching. That's the best of 2023. Yeah, and I've sort of been doing it over the last couple of months, editing it out, and it's coming up really well. So yeah, so keep an eye out for that, and please have a watch. And most importantly, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Desperately need those subscriptions to reach my 500 mark. So we're not far off now, and so I just want to get that 500 mark by the end of the year. So if you can, please, I'd really appreciate if you can subscribe to the channel. Next year there's quite a bit coming out, so I'm going to be filming at Parker Baits, just showing you how the baits are made, how the orders come in and how they distribute. So yeah, we're going to be doing that in the new year. And I was supposed to be fishing with UK Fisherwoman this week, but unfortunately she's unwell, so she couldn't fish this week as we planned, and do the Q&A. So what I'm going to do is on the bank, I'll probably just do, it sounds a bit stupid, but I'll interview myself. So I'll just do pop the questions up on the screen, and I'll just sort of a bit of a background about who I am, how many years I've been fishing, all those kind of questions. So, but that's be a bit later on. But just gonna have my coffee now, my first coffee, and I'll catch up with you later on, guys. Speaking a bit. 8:30, and so yeah, nice little start, nice little mirror there. So yeah, not quite happy with that. You saw it's good old take on down on that middle rod down on the lilies. So another side for you, say nothing massive, 8-9 pounds. Yeah, it's a nice start. Hopefully get a bigger one of these. Yeah, I'll just get a quick photo just to keep from my records in case I get him again, see what rate he's growing at, then we get him back. Thank you very much, Mr. Mirror. See you again. 9:10. As you just saw, I just had a take on that middle rod again. Drop back, but the fish is in the lilies. So what I've done again, same as last week, I've just dropped the rod back on the pod and just slacken the line off, and I'll just watch the end of the rod. But the old end of the rod's not moving, so whether it's dumped me in the lilies and done me, I could be, but yeah, the old end of the rod's not moving this time, to indicate the fish is still on. So be a shame, because that would be quite a cracking start, that 2 fish within the first hour and a half. So we'll just wait and see. We'll sort of give it a while just to see if the end of the rod goes, or if it swims out them lilies. And yeah, I'll update you as if anything happens. Well, sadly, as I thought, I've been done by that fish then on that middle rod down in them lilies down there. So yeah, so I got the bait back out, and after about 10 minutes I had a couple of beeps on it, and I think the fish had picked it up and gone into the lilies slightly with it. And then obviously, as you saw on the bite, it dropped back, and I think it just was obviously already in the lilies, and it's picked the bait up, spat it out, and the hooks got embedded into a lily. So yeah, it definitely, the carp did me there. So yeah, I've got it back out, same spot, so fingers crossed. I mean, that's 2 bites now, so we can pick something else up. So I'll keep you updated as we go. Well, good afternoon, guys, for your midday update. And it started off well. Say within the first half hour I had the little mirror, and then I lost the fish in the lilies. But since then it's gone absolutely deadly quiet. two guys on the bank opposite. Haven't seen them had anything or heard anything. Yeah, and I've not had a bleep since. So yeah, whether it's just very cold water, cold just switched them off overnight, but yeah, it's gone very, very quiet. So yeah, I don't know what this afternoon will bring. Obviously, as I've told you before, 12 till 3 is my prime bite time here. It's if you've got a chance of getting a bite, it's between 12 and 3. So I'm hoping that we can pick something up this afternoon. But yeah, the weather seems pretty perfect. I mean, it's very still. It's very overcast. I'd say it's about 5-6 degrees. But yeah, it's just strange how it started off early doors with the fish, and then 10 minutes later I had the run in the second place, and I lost it in the lilies. But yeah, and ever since then it's just switched off completely. So yeah, so we'll wait and see what happens this afternoon. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoy episode 4 of On the Bank with the Ginger Carpman. It was my daughter that persuaded me to do that. I've been fishing for some 45 years now, carp fishing, and it was only a year ago that I decided, after my daughter persuading me, to go ahead with this YouTube channel, and she came up with the name of Ginger Carpman, for obvious reasons, and yeah, at first I was very much against it. Didn't want to do it because I just felt it might impede on my fishing, that I wouldn't enjoy it, because I was too focused on filming and all that. But no, to be fair, you get into like a little routine once you're fishing, and so yeah, I actually don't mind doing it now. But I've always said, if it gets to the point where I'm not enjoying it, filming and the fishing, and it starts to sort of overtake the fishing, then I'd stop doing it. But no, it's been going about a year, and no, I've been fine. It's not been a problem. As I said previously, I've been carp fishing some 45 years. I think it started, I was around 14. I'd been fishing previously to that, obviously about the age of 11, because I'd moved to the Isle of Wight in 1976 when I was 9. And I was fishing local rivers, and I was also going out fishing in Sandown Bay, sea fishing. I was working at a restaurant called the Steakateria in Sandown, and the Jackson family, the owner Rex, had his own boat. So we'd get up early morning, and we'd go out sort of like 4 or 5 a.m. before the restaurant opened. And so yeah, I was fishing before then. And then I suppose about the age of 14, Rex's son Larry was going over to Gunville Pond in Newport, and I went with him this evening, and we took a rod, and we floated across. It was, just putting big chunks of bread on, and that was when I caught my first carp. So yeah, and then that was it. Then I was just, as they say, hooked, for want of a better word. So yeah, so I was about 14, and been carp fishing ever since. I fished quite a few lakes in my time. I think, for scenery wise, it has to be this year. Fishing the Obelisk Lake in Windsor Great Park with Nathan Stamp. That was stunning. Honestly, the surroundings there are just stunning. And the way they've set it all up is just fantastic. The way that they've set the whole lake up, and so yeah, so I'd have to say, scenery wise, is the Obelisk Lake. If I had to choose a lake where I still get excited about going, it would be Marlborough Pool in Oxford. Still, just driving up there, I still get them butterflies in your stomach. So I'd have to say Marlborough Pool, that for me still holds that excitement, that when I go, I'm still, the night before I can hardly sleep. So yeah, that's for me would be Marlborough Pool. With regards to personal bests, I don't necessarily. I mean, obviously, my biggest fish, if that's what you want to call it, is a 32-pound 8-ounce common carp from Marlborough Pool. But I think sometimes personal best, you get a little bit sort of pressurized into trying to always beat it. But I always think of a most memorable fish, and for me, my most memorable fish was a 10-pound 11-ounce carp that I was fishing on the River Yar in Brady on the Isle of Wight, and it was my first ever double-figured fish, and it blew my mind. You know, when you're growing up and you want to catch that first double-figured carp, and in the years gone past, there wasn't like there is now, like 30, 40s, 50s in the UK. There might, there was the 150. So to catch a double-figured carp was just amazing. And yeah, I always remember this evening fishing on the River Yar. I can even remember exactly where my bait was under this tree. I'd flicked it out, yeah, and I'd caught this fish, and fishing with Larry Jackson again. So that was my most memorable fish. But say my PB would be the 32-pound 8-ounce common carp. Without doubt, I have to say that Parker Baits, the OG fish wafters, the old dumbbell barrels, they have caught me so many fish, and it's not just coincidence. It's not just a fluke. I mean, every when you speak to people, they say, well, yeah, any bait would have caught. No, this particular bait is different. I fish Marlborough Pool with it. People go there. Some haven't caught for like 3-4 years, and I have done exceptionally well. Both the 32 8-ounce common and the 30-pound mirror were on those, and I think the majority of my fish would be on those. And I say at Clump Hill as well, the day I changed over from the bait I was using, I mean, before that my record was 7 carp in one day, and I changed to the OG Fish wafters, and the first time I did, I had 19 carp. And I did do the same. I thought, oh, it's just a coincidence. I just hit them on a good day. Went back the following week and I had 20 in a day. So without a shadow of a doubt, the Parker Baits OG Fish wafters have changed my fishing. I think most people will be aware that I like to use a D-rig quite a bit. But just recently I've been making up some spinner rigs, and I used them in the last few weeks at Clump Hill, and I must say I've had fantastic success on them. The hook holds I've been getting have been really, really good. I've not been dropping any fish. So at the moment I don't see me changing from spinner rigs, and they're good because you can use them for bottom baits, for wafters, for pop-ups, so you don't have to change your rigs to suit, and they are a really, really good rig. So I would definitely say a spinner rig. So this is a real controversial subject regarding bait boats, and I'm split two ways on this, because as you all know, if you watch my videos, I use a bait boat. My reasons for using a bait boat is if I'm fishing tight to margins, tight to lilies, as I do, or getting it places where you can't cast, I can get that bait straight there first time. I can also put some freebies, some bait into the hopper as well, because I mostly always use a solid bag, so all that can go in the hopper. And when I drop that hopper, I know I'm fishing exactly where I want to be, and I've got bait around me. So that's why I use a bait boat, and it is stealthy. You're not casting, getting your distance, and then wrapping up, and then you perhaps you don't hit clip, and the disturbance you could cause. When I use a boat, I'm hitting the spot I want to fish every single time. Now, on the negative side, there are people out there that will fish a boat 200-300 yards. They'll cut across swims. That is what I don't like. I must be honest and say that this is, I think, what's giving in the bad reputation for use of bait boats, because I suppose people see a fish jump, or they see an area they want to fish, and they just cut across other swims, and that's, I just think that's wrong. Yeah, by all means, you do that if there's nobody fishing in those swims. But yeah, it's a little bit of respect for other anglers. But yeah, I do use a bait boat, and that is added to my catch rate without a shadow of a doubt. I think most of you would see on my videos, if you see around my rod pod, the only lucky charm I have is a small little like a monkey that's called Snowy, because a few years ago, myself and my girlfriend, we climbed Snowdon. We were raising money for the orangutans, and when we finished, we came down Snowdon as well, and there was a shop at the bottom of the mountain trail. So we went in there, and I bought this little Snowy, so it's always a reminder of that the day we walked Snowdon. We went to the top and back, it's a great little reminder, and I suppose it is my lucky charm. Well, as you'll all be aware, that this year, just recently, I went to Gran Canaria to fish over there, but unfortunately, for one reason or another, it didn't happen. And I was very disappointed, but because it would have been made a great video if I could have got there. But just this week, I've booked up to go to France with some friends from Marlborough Pool. I think there's 10 others going. So I'm really looking forward to that in October 2024. So that will be a great vlog for a whole week out in France. There's some good fish up to, I think, about 60 pound in this lake we're going. So yeah, I'm really excited about testing my skills out in France, and hopefully I can get into a few good fish out there. That's a tough one, that. If I couldn't fish for carp, I think I'd fish for tench. Because tench give a good scrap when you catch a tench. They always give a good scrap. They don't just come in like a bream, like a massive great dustbin lid. So I would definitely say Terry tench, because and they're beautiful fish as well. The olive green, and the orange eyes. So I'd definitely go for that. And I mean, I love perch as well. Perch are a fantastic fish. But yeah, if I couldn't fish for carp, I'd fish for tench. I think for next year, I think my biggest aim would be France, is gearing up for that, and just going out there and doing well, because I'd love to get into like a 40. I'd love a 50, but my biggest aim would be a 40 pounder from France, and if anything comes along bigger, then amazing. But yeah, so that's my biggest aim. Marlborough Pool, I'll fish again next year. Obviously, I've had the 230s out of there, and the 32 is still the lake record. Is still currently the lake record. But yeah, it's quite a difficult water. It's certainly not one you're going to catch loads of fish in. Just go up there, and although I've done so well the last 2 years, I've had a very good time up there. And like this year, I set myself a target of 15 carp and 130 £30 fish, and in the end, for 5 sessions I did in Marlborough Pool, I had 17 carp and obviously the 2 30-pounders. So yeah, I've done well. Clump Hill, it's a bit of an unknown quantity, Clump Hill. I mean, there's this talk about this new lake record of £35. Yeah, there could be a rogue fish in there that's over the £30 mark. for me, it's starting to get into the higher 20s and getting a more regular 20s, because they are hard to get from Clump Hill with all the pesky commons in there. So yeah, so that'd be my main aim, is to get regular 20s out of Clump Hill, start getting the bigger, better fish, and just a 30 if it's achievable in there. Yeah, I suppose the aims for the Ginger Carpman really is just to keep going with the subscribers, just trying to build, you know, my profile and getting regular views, because I'm getting like around 3,000 views for every video now. So if I could build on that, build on my subscribers. My quest for this year was to get 500 subscribers by the end of 2023. And I've done so well, and so thank you to every one of you that's subscribed and have watched the vlogs. It means so much, and I know everybody says the same. It genuinely does, because it takes so long to make the videos. Once you've been fishing, you edit them all together, especially where I've been doing like sessions, and you've got to edit all your day sessions into one video. And I've got like a camera that's filming me playing the fish now. I've got a camera on the rods to film the run, and then I've also got to film if you've got a fish and fill it the content for the videos. But I do enjoy doing it, and as I say, please, if you can support me, if you're watching this now and you haven't subscribed and you like what you see, please could you subscribe to the channel, and yeah, so next year just want to raise that profile even higher. So but thank you all for watching this, and I hope you've enjoyed the Q&A. It's very, I was hoping, obviously, UK Fisherwoman was going to be doing this, but she's unwell, so we'll be doing that in the new year, fingers crossed. Going for a day's fishing with UK Fisherwoman and doing a Q&A. But thank you all again for your support, and I will hopefully see you all in the new year. Well, it's 3 o'clock, so nothing's happened, unfortunately. So as I said in the last part, make the most of days when you get like 8 carp in one day, because you just don't know what the next session's going to bring. And although it started off all right today, with the 2 fish in the first half, well, sorry, the 1 fish and then the lost fish in the first half hour, it's just been deadly since then. Not a single bleep. Personally, for me, I just think it's the cold nights, and then there's just not enough sunshine in the day to get any warmth on the water, so they're just laying very dormant now on the bottom. So yeah, so might be a bit of a struggle for the next few weeks, but we'll keep on going, because yeah, the one thing I want to get, I want to get some more 20s out of here, and a 30 if it's possible. So I'm going to get packed up and get the stuff in the car, and I'll speak to you in a bit, guys. Well, that's it, guys. Car's all packed up, ready to go home. But yeah, so a bit of a weird day. Started off so brightly, and then just faded away. So I could have packed up after half hour. But it's just, as I said, it's just one of those days. This time of year, who knows what it's going to be like from one day to the next. So, to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year for 2024. And hopefully see you on the bank again soon. But that's me done, and please remember, guys, please subscribe. If you're watching this and you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll speak to you all soon. So Ginger Carpman signing out.